Hello, good afternoon, Facebook. I'm Sunset Carson Appleton, as you may know. Today I have Gatorade Fierce Strawberry with me, and a little bit about the history of Gatorade and Gatorade Fierce while we're waiting for the room to fill in, I guess. The Fierce line was introduced in 1999. The original Fierce flavors were Fierce Lime, Fierce Melon, Fierce Berry, Fierce Grape, and this Fierce Strawberry was first introduced in 2003. Long before well, that's not true. Because in 1999, of course, my secret favorite, Gatorade Midnight Thunder, was introduced, and I was drinking a lot more of that, and I didn't think about the Fierce flavors. But I do remember when Gatorade Fierce first came out, there were these commercials that were, even then, really goofy and hilarious, because it was a basketball player, Vince Carter, and he's on the court, and he's drinking a Gatorade Fierce, and he's like sweating that like bluish purple, and a CGI raptor comes into the field of play, and I don't know, challenges him to a basketball game, and he's like playing basketball with the CGI raptor, and it's like dunking and like sweating bluish purple, and like the raptor like pins him to the ground and like bites by the side of his head and stuff, and he I don't know, he's like putting up a fight against this raptor in this basketball match, and like then like the tagline comes in, it's like Gatorade Fierce, so bold it's fierce, which doesn't mean anything. I still don't know and can't find any information on what significant difference the Fierce line is. They're like more aggressive flavors, I guess, like the opposite of the rain and flow and ice, which we have 3 different lines for that. But then there's Frost, which is also, I think, not that different from Fierce other than branding. But anyway, yeah, so bold, it's fierce. And then like 2 more raptors come into the ring, and like Vince Carter is looking exhausted, and he looks at the camera, he's like, think I'm gonna need more fierce. And like I still don't know what any of that means. But anyway, let's get to this one, because a couple people are actually watching now. Yeah, Gatorade Fierce, bold and intense, as opposed to smooth, drinkable. I don't know. They're all drinkable. They're fucking Gatorade. But the color, it's a little bit, it's like a muted hot pink. It looks a bit more reddish on camera, it seems, than it actually is. It definitely looks like a Kool-Aid kind of color. It's a little bit radioactive looking. It's one of the more radioactive kind of colors. You know what it reminds me of is this drink was opaque, but I think it's still around actually. Sobe Lizard Lava. Does anyone remember that one? I don't know. I drank a lot of it when I was in like 9th, 10th grade, and it was gross looking back, but I loved it at the time. It's just like this bright pink, not like hot pink, like not like Pepto-Bismol, but like a couple shades darker than Pepto-Bismol, but also like opaque like Pepto-Bismol. I don't know. It was like a really sweet strawberry flavor, I think. This I don't think is quite like that. Do I know how many Gatorade flavors there are? No, I don't, because you cannot get legitimate information on that on the internet. I mean, like, there are inconsistencies between countries, you know, and like you can look at the Gatorade website, but I don't like you can't look at the history of Gatorade flavors on the Gatorade website. They probably have like the current number that are on sale, but like if even Wikipedia, like no one is curating like flavor lists on Wikipedia. Any website that I've been to, like even other wikis that are supposed to keep track of it, they're all like they've all been jacked by people. Like I posted something the other day. I'll bring up the list that I found on like something calling itself Gatorade Wiki. Where it was on the status where I asked y'all what flavor I should review next, and I couldn't get a reasonable answer. But yeah, so this list, which is on Wikibin, drink flavors available outside the U.S. Active, Alpine Snowman, that's obviously a corruption of Alpine Snow, which was one of my favorite flavors when it was available in America, one of the first Frost flavors. Antarctic Freezer Machine, Arctic Snowing a Lot, Apple Pie by Mom, Apple Ice Skates, Berry Mary Dairy, Berry Citrus Yellow, Berry Rain on the Brain. Yeah, this is Biceps, Why Not Triceps. That's a good Gatorade flavor. Yeah, this is there's no like stratified information on this, so I don't know. I've tried to figure this out, and I will continue to try, and perhaps I will unify the internet in information on Gatorade, but for the moment, I'm gonna cleanse my palate real quick, and we'll get into it. Risque. You know, it does actually, like, that artificial strawberry smell, like, it's just like Kool-Aid strawberry in my brain. Like, and that lizard lava had that scent to it too, that, like, I don't know, it's just artificial, distinctly one fruit flavor. No melange here. So yeah, so like it's not as strong as the nose in the on the palate, but you get the watery artificial strawberry at first, and then as it dries up a little bit on your tongue, you get the real strong Kool-Aid artificial strawberry flavor. I mean, there's still some quench to it, like any other Gatorade, but it's kind of weird. I don't know. It's like I'm okay with like sweetness in a Gatorade. It's just kind of shrill. is artificial strawberry is not my least favorite artificial fruit flavor, but it's kind of sickening sweet to me. Candies that those weird candies, those like grandma candies. That's a mystery to me. I still don't know where they come from. I think, I don't know. Maybe there's like some kind of wholesale supplier exclusively to grandmas. Those, it's been a long time since I had one of those. I'm thinking they're kind of a bit more like a dull like fruit bar. Which I kind of like that. That's a little more, it's less harsh sweetness. I don't know. But this, like, it's weird for sweetness to come out in an aftertaste to me. But it's definitely not as sweet when it just lands. But like Werther's, ew. I can't, I don't know. I can't get into it. It's been forever since I had the ew. Gross. Butterscotch Gatorade. Is that on that list? Caramel creams, like the little ones with the cream filling. I loved those when I was a kid. I ate a lot of those, and like the cowtails. I don't know how I'd feel about them now, because I don't like things that are that like tacky anymore. But yeah, I don't know. This is not one of my favorite Gatorade flavors. I don't think I'm gonna buy this one again. It's like, I'm gonna finish it. It's not that gross, and maybe you can see a little bit more of the kind of like it's. I sort of. I don't know. For some reason, like, where did I get this? Was I in? I think, yeah, I was in a gas station. When I saw this, for some reason, it looked appealing to me, and now I'm regretting this decision. I hope you see this. I hope y'all take note that I'm not just a universal lover of Gatorade. Because, like, again, this isn't the worst thing in the world, and it's still a fucking Gatorade. But I don't know if the Fierce line is necessarily for me, you know? But there's something weird in the what's my least favorite Gatorade that I've tried? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to think about that for a while, because there have been so many flavors over the years. This ranks among my least favorites. I didn't care too much for the Propels, if we're counting those. You know, it's weird because, like, I loved Midnight Thunder, and that was a universally panned flavor. I loved Alpine Snow, and that was seems to have been a universally panned flavor. Um, I liked I liked cucumber lime, personally. It took a while to grow on me. I don't know. Maybe give it a couple more tries. It kind of I it's the cucumber lime is the most unique Gatorade flavor I've ever had, and I would like it. Like, someone was telling me that there are more of those Nuestro Sabor flavors, um, but and I would like to try them out because I think that's an interesting place to go with it. I don't even like cucumber that much, but I don't know. Okay, something interesting I'm seeing on this timeline that I'm looking at is before I peace out, because we've pretty much. Oh, I can't turn my phone while I'm recording. Whatever. Yeah, pretty much covered the bases on this one, but what I'm seeing here, apparently in 2005, and everything else on this particular website looks factual, and as far as I remember it is, but there's a Cherry Garcia Gatorade flavor that was around in 2005. I don't know anything about that. I have never seen any allegation about that. I don't know if I believe that, but I'm gonna look it up right now to see if anyone else can corroborate. Gatorade. What? Yeah, I can't find any corroboration on that. I want to look into it more. I'm getting pictures of Glacier Cherry, which, that's it. That's that I've had. Or maybe Cool Blue. I don't know. It's been a long time since I had Cool Blue. I'm going to try some gross flavors coming up soon, just to do it, really. But within the best of my tongue memory, my least favorite has been Glacier Cherry. And I've rebought it a couple of times. And it, time to time, I guess I kind of want it, but I don't care much for artificial cherry. And I was so excited when I first saw Glacier Cherry because I saw a white Gatorade on the shelves after years of not being able to get Alpine Snow, which I loved Alpine Snow. When I was in Italy, I got Alpine Snow because I could. But I tasted it and it was just so not what I was expecting and so offensive to my palate for that reason. So yeah, I'd say currently my least favorite Gatorade flavor that I can recall is Glacier Cherry. Sorry, Linz. Fierce Grape, I liked Fierce Grape. I think now that you mentioned Fierce Grape, and I'm thinking about this and the pattern that I'm seeing is that fierce flavors maybe are more oriented towards that like Kool-Aid artificial kind of flavor. There are other fierce flavors still around, because I know I saw fierce cherry or fierce blue cherry recently. Either way, I should look into that and see if that's actually what fierce is code for is Kool-Aid, Gatorade. Yeah, yeah, a lot of Kool-Aid to this. Um, I'm gonna wrap up now. I have some other stuff to do, but thanks for hanging out. Um, Throw suggestions at me. Things, not just Gatorade, but other stuff that you want to see me drink or consume or review on live, because I'll do it. Like, I like doing this. This is fun to me. And I like answering questions and talking shit about weird drinks. So, later, y'all.